Hey guys, I'm with Gabriel, and we're doing a little interview. So, should I start with my questions?
Yeah.
Why did you decide to go to the bridge with the guys to shoot up Lupito?
I decided to go with the guys on the bridge because as a responsibility of helping out the people in our town, we had to make sure they were safe, and we didn't want him to go crazy and shoot someone else, so we went to help.
Cool. And also, how do you feel about your older boys moving away without you?
I felt as if they were doing stuff that I wanted to do, but I had to stay back with the family.
How do you feel when your boys went off to war in Korea?
I was obviously very scared because they left and each day you didn't know if they were going to come back. So it was very scary as a dad to go through that.
Also, how do you feel about Ultima moving in?
It didn't bother me much. I was glad to know that she would be taken care of as she was getting pretty old and I wanted to make sure she was okay.
What are your thoughts on Ultima spending so much time with Antonio?
I thought that it was good for him to learn new things, and I thought that them spending time together would make it so he could learn about Ultima's culture.
Cool. What are your thoughts on Maria trying to get Antonio to be a priest?
It was a little frustrating because she was pushing her beliefs onto Antonio, not letting him decide what he wanted, and I don't think that's what he wanted to do either.
And when you see the haunting of the Tell's house, what are your first thoughts about magic?
I think that magic is very scary and you never know what could happen in the wrong hands or mess with the wrong person. Magic can be very bad.
I agree. When did you first realize that Antonio is now a man?
When he started to see death and seeing death, because seeing death and how many times he's seen it takes a boy's innocence away.
What is your thoughts and advice for Antonio choosing his own destiny?
I think he should do what he wants to do, not what we want as his parents want him to do. He should take his own dreams and make them what he wants, not trying to please everybody else.
I agree. Why do you choose to live on the Llano rather than close to civilization?
Because it was much cheaper to move down there, and staying with everybody else would have been worse for our family.
Also, and why is it good that you are sending Antonio to Maria's brother's house?
It taught him how to work and do things on his own and get away from the town and all of the bad things that he has seen. And I did when I was younger, and it helped me, and I was hoping it would help him and he wouldn't forget it.
Start from the top.
Yeah.
Why do you start drinking after your boys left to the war?
Because I was always in fear something would happen, and it scared me to think of it, so drinking helped my mind get away from it.
I agree. What was the first thing you did when Ultima died?
I was shocked, and I really didn't know what to do because it was a death.
Why do you want Antonio to become a vaquero like you?
Because I wanted him to follow in our family's footsteps.
How do you feel when Antonio did his first communion?
I was very excited for him because it was something new that he hadn't done yet, and I think it was good for him.
I agree. How do you feel when Florence died?
It was very surprising and shocking to me to know that someone else's life has been taken very shortly.
Why do you blame others for your loss?
Because it's easier to blame other people rather than facing it myself, and other people stop me from getting what I want.
How do you feel when Antonio went to his first day of school?
I was glad that he was finally going to get out and meet new people and learn new things.
Why do you go with Ultima and Antonio to the Tell's house?
I went because I wanted to make sure everything was okay and nothing bad would happen.
When Tony became sick, what were your first thoughts?
I was very nervous because of the reverse curse didn't work, then I didn't know what would happen to Tony, and as a dad, I was scared.
Why did you want to move to California with your sons and not the whole family?
Because my family wouldn't want to go with me, and I wanted to go there because it was a dream that I had.
Also, why do you always try to do the best for your loved ones even though you're unhappy?
Because being a family means you have to do things that aren't always what you want, and you can't always be selfish. You have to do what makes everyone else happy and not be selfish.
And the last question, guys, is how do you first feel when Ultima was spending time with Antonio?
I was happy he was doing new things, but I was a little nervous because he is my son and I didn't want him to get hurt.
Alright, well, that's the interview, guys. See ya.